Hello, everybody. The purpose of this recording is to collect data for our project, and today we have Saurus Prajapati, one of the employee of the White Elephant. Welcome, Mr. Saurus.
Hi, thank you.
Mr. Saurus, how long you have been working here, and in what position?
It's been like 2 years I have been working in this takeaway. I work as a kitchen helper. Mostly I do food dressing, packaging, final checking, and make the order ready. Besides, I do many other kitchen stuffs from dishwashing, cleaning, cutting, preparing when it's required.
Okay, and can you please tell us about this organization in your perspective, how the restaurant function?
For me, this is the place where I earn and learn. In average, from 5 to 8 p.m., we serve around 50 to 60 order maximum. Uh, it was 500 orders. Technically, it always busy on that specific time frame. It might look simple from outside, but behind the scene, there are many things going together, but still gaining customer satisfaction. The chef starts preparing from 12 p.m. Takeaway opening from 4 p.m. but usually gets busy from 5 to 8 p.m. and it closes at nearly 9 p.m. We have two bosses who are brothers, and one of them always receive orders from the phone, and most of the time they use Danish language and also sometime English. And let's say first put the receipt on the list bar. Every Thai dish has given a unique code, which they mention on the order. And before sticking every single order, he spread information also in the kitchen. Everybody looks at the order,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and we the and we start preparing, and the second chef start preparing the stuff, like doing stuffing ingredients and make everything ready for cooking. And third and the fourth chef starts cooking in busy hour. But when things are easy and not much order, one man is enough to prepare cook. It depends upon the list of orders how much manpower is required. Then the fifth, who works as a dishwasher but also must put the starter and rice too. He needs to get informed about the starter. When the food is ready, the sixth kitchen helper, who is me, put on the plastic box, decorate it, and close it, and put it in the bag. Now the food is ready for the takeaway, and one of the bosses gives the order away. That's how it works. Thank you.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, and if some employee misunderstood the communication, then how does it affect inside the kitchen?
Like as I said before, one person must handle different tasks and also have to give and take informations or command. Suppose um, I must inform about the starter to another helper so that he doesn't have to come to put my place. Look starter to save time, and the kitchen is also quite small, so it's better not to walk through necessarily. Just like it, I must share condition about the rice for taste and quality. I must interact with chef for quality. I must also interact with another helper so that we can save time and maintain quality also. Also, sometimes Thai chefs misread order receipt and make different food than in the order. The situation is like very disturbing in the nature because we will break the time limit, and the customer we order before and waiting other side of the mirror won't get food on the time. And at the time, everyone should be more fast to cover up the time because um, there are many orders behind. It means one small misunderstanding could create like chaos in the kitchen.
Okay, and what kind of relations do you have with other employees now? We ought to know that you had an argument with another employee before. Can you share us what happened?
Normally, I have a good relationship with all the employees. We must work together because we need each other help and instruction. One small one small mistake and the gap turn to like disaster and affects everyone. We must interact with each other like repeatedly in order to serve on time, and we cannot compromise on quality. Also, it's very important to maintain good relationship with our workers, colleagues. Yeah, it's true. I got an argument with my colleagues outside, nothing related with the job, but with personal. But after that, it affects our work. I also say good night.
Okay. So we got so it was true that you had an argument. But how does your bad relation with other employee affects the restaurant?
Mm, uh, we had to talk with each other, share informations, had to tell him to put new rice. But I felt so uncomfortable in the beginning that I put rice by myself. I had to inform him about starter to save time, but I stopped sharing information and he had to come to my station and look the starter order. Hmm, many things this changes suddenly for a couple of days. Then I realized I should share the situation with my boss being a loyal employee. I said all to him personally before he knew about it. My boss also liked to interact personally whenever he had to say something. He prefers little confidentiality something. Then through the conversation, I promised him it will not affect my work. I had to be calm because I'm working here. Boss talked with another guy also personally. Then we started sharing official works and words. I was close to boss. He knew I was like uncomfortable talking with him so many times. He Obviously all these conflicts were not good for the restaurant. I know, but he was so bad and weird to me. Always asking about the salary, but the boss told me mm, not talk him about it to anyone. I don't know why. Uh, I followed him, and maybe we had ego problems also later. I didn't like his presence. It affected me on my work. I feel sorry that to the entire white elephant. I thought boss gonna kick me or him, and I was ready if that was me. But another guy left the job by himself. I was happy, and I don't give a shit.
So it was a good result for you at last. But
Yeah.
is it possible to work inside the kitchen without like interacting, talking to each other, and still making the same quality food?
It is impossible because everyone is so sensitive for its flavor, timing, and decoration, and busy hours. We help each other in many things, which is important for the process of maintaining quality. For example, um, I was not talking with one employee, but it had like an impact. If nobody talks, then it worse nothing can be handled on time. We should work together as a team and must communicate for several things. In the kitchen, we always focus to deliver on time with perfection and no mistakes.
Okay. And is it you mentioned that you have your own station and you also have to help each other. So it is difficult to work in your station and involve in other things also, looking for other extra jobs also.
In the starting phase, of course, it was difficult, but slowly I understood how it works when we must talk with whom, how to solve problems by interacting and helping each other. But obviously, I work in my own station, and when I got called to name signs for help, then it affects my work. Then we must compromise one of us. Likewise, when I'm busy in packaging food and safe put the food on the table without putting on the boxes because they are also busy, then I'm free. I must put all the boxes, decorate it, pack them, and make ready for takeaway. All I all I must do myself, which is not possible in many times. This kind of situation always arise when people have different things to do and depends upon the priority. Mm, I guess another helper is also going through the same thing. He must put starter, make rice, clean, wash, dishwashing. He always engages in something. We call him if we need anything, which he concerned for, and he have to do it depends upon the priority. Also, if what he's going is more important than another guy, have to do the job.
Okay, thank you so much, Saroj Prajapati. It was a nice interacting conversation with you.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
We wish you for your bright future.
Yeah.
Hope you have
Thank
a
you.
good years ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Let's have some coffee.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.